If you are new here, this is how most of my videos begin. I am Kev Lehman, and this is my automotive lifestyle YouTube channel. Everything that I deliver, or at least most everything that I deliver, I want to come straight from the driver's seat. The car and the drive always come first. So this isn't a spec sheet channel. You know, I'm not going to talk about the length of the car's wheelbase or what tires are best to put on it. But what I am going to talk about is this amazing life that we're given and the way that cars fit into that for all of us. So no hot takes, no overproduced montages, not that there's not a place for those. This channel is about driving cars and paying attention to how they make us feel. Cars are awesome. Cars, I think, are this microcosm story of freedom. You know, it gives us an ability to get from one place to another, but also, if you're an enthusiast, you can get from one place to the other in a rather fun and engaging way. They can certainly stir up nostalgia. For a lot of us, cars have been a part of our lives for a really long time. Cars take us back to a place when we were younger and felt better and thought more clearly. But it's also a collection and a time that we can use to see how our tastes have matured over time. We can see how they remind us of our glory days, and in a world that just feels increasingly digital. You know, it feels like it's trying to separate us from feeling the moment and feeling reality as it's rolled at us. Cars, for me, always bring me back to this place where it just feels, something about it feels raw and analog again. Makes me feel like the world hasn't changed that much in the last 40 years. So sometimes I'm going to talk about the car that I'm driving. I'm in my beautiful Nissan Z today. Sometimes I'm going to talk about life while driving. I am a retired marriage and family therapist, and so I have a lot that I have seen and thought through regarding life, and so sometimes life elements will come out in my videos. Sometimes I'm just going to reminisce. I love nostalgia. I'm going to talk about what it was like, at least for me, in the old days. You know, what was it like? What was the car scene like in the 80s and the 90s and then into the 2000s? Sometimes I'm just going to drive. But I can promise you this: the car will always lead the conversation. You know, when you think about it, cars overlap with life a lot. But look, I don't have all the answers. This isn't a therapy session. This isn't sermon time. But if you're here and you want to just know and experience how cars feel, you are in the right spot. If you miss when driving felt like something, when there was an exhilaration from hitting the accelerator, then you are in the right spot. So if that's what you're looking for, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And at the risk of sounding really, really cheesy, let's begin that journey together.